this is Isabelle Litzler, the place to be to develop your skills and grow your potential. So today I wanted to share with you some good news. It's about the Swiss economy this last quarter of 2021, what to expect, and especially as an expat, it will help you guide your job search and see whether you have a chance in the Swiss market. So the good news, because there is some good news, is that the market is doing very well. If you want to read the whole UBS study, it's right under this video, so you can click and read through and get the statistics. But the good news is that the Swiss market is doing well and actually better than expected. So this is really the big learning that I had from this presentation that I followed online, is that things are doing very well. Swiss salaries are actually people are getting higher salaries than expected in terms of increases. There's also a lack of qualified talent. So if you have a specialty under your belt and you're experienced, chances are companies would be looking for skilled people like this now and going into the next year. So again, for serious people who have a specialty, who are professional, there's definitely a chance to be hired. Now, I won't get into the permit issues and the passports because I've talked about that in different videos, which I will link also at the end if you want to watch, because things haven't changed there in terms of non-EU and EU passport. So I'll link the videos at the end and also link them below if you want to read and also watch and understand a bit more for your particular case. So this is just a general presentation. Number two, there are some sectors that are actually hiring more than anybody else. I would say all sectors are hiring, but those even more specifically. So what are those? Number one, the public sector. Number two, watches and jewelry. So this is a little bit luxury. Number three, logistics. Number four, energy and utilities. And number five, machinery. So these are the five sectors that are hiring a lot. You just need to check the job boards to see a little bit if you could fit into those jobs, because again, they're very specific. And as I said earlier, there's a need for specialists. So the best way, if you want to be credible in Switzerland, is to come with a specialty. So you are an HR person or you are a finance person and you have history behind you. So go at it again with serious background, and you know what you're doing. So these are the best profiles. So when people ask me, well, what are my chances? Well, again, it's about your career. Do you have a great specialty that you've built over the years where you're credible in, where you have developed a network, and you can also have this network as being part of your new job, So everything is about what do you have to offer, really. That's where it starts. So you should know this by now. And if you don't, then maybe you need to think about, again, the skill set and do a little bit of an assessment, which, by the way, is part of my online course. The first part, there's a little bit of an assessment of your skills there. So again, to the question, well, what are my chances? Well, assess yourself, prepare yourself well for the Swiss market, which, by the way, it's all in my course. So the first part is about the assessment, about building up your profile, doing a resume. So it's all there. So when people say, well, what are my chances? The answer is the course. I've built it because I know I've been doing this for 10 years. So I know what you need to be successful in the Swiss job market. And this is what I put the course together so that you have all the pieces and all the downloads where you can be successful. But you need to follow everything in the course and do the exercises and everything. So if you prepare yourself and you do it seriously, you're 100% motivated, you're willing to invest in yourself, then the answer is there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to find a job. So that's just a parenthesis. So definitely, yeah, a lot of positive news. The Swiss market is active and doing very well. There's also some talk about, for people who are in the human resources management, there's a lot of discussions about office space and flex work hours. So that means also probably people will be more hired in human resources or in management to deal with the transition, to deal with going more digital or managing employees that are working in different locations, and whether we have office space or we don't, and how we do the hybrid, which is really what you see everywhere, this hybrid working arrangement. So if you work in that sphere around again, human management, innovation, flex work arrangement, working differently. So really, which is all consulting about this stuff, then probably you could maybe bring your skills to Switzerland. Maybe you've done this in other countries and you have experience. This is something where there's a huge opportunity there. So what I got also from this training or this presentation I was in is that you definitely have this as a big part of 2021 and going beyond, is really dealing with these issues, and you will need talent to deal with these issues. So the whole team management in general, human resources, I think there's going to be some jobs created to manage this whole transition and working in different ways and stuff. So yeah, this is really something that I think you could bring value in terms of you as an individual. Is you have maybe some experience, maybe you have some best practices because you work in Google somewhere in a very innovative space and you saw how they were doing something, and maybe you want to share that to your future employer. So people who come in with best experience, who have worked for innovative companies, I think they would be quite celebrated to come and work in any country, in any employer, with any employer in Switzerland. So basically, that's what I really got from this meeting. Again, it's all explained below, so you can get more details in terms of statistics, and maybe you can comment on that, see if you agree with it. So for those of you who are serious, interested in taking a chance, now is a good time. All the lights are green, but there's a but. You need to do it with preparation and do it seriously. So become the educated applicant. And again, I will also link the videos on the passport issues so that you have the whole story for yourself. So again, thanks for watching, and feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're wanting to come to Switzerland. Also check the course or check the introduction to the course. See if this is something that you would like to do, and I will talk to you soon.